On a desolate stretch of rural New York highway, the asphalt stretches like a black ribbon under a moonless sky. At 11:42 p.m. on a humid Tuesday, Alex walked alone. The air was thick with pine and damp earth. Suddenly, a sedan roared out of the darkness, its headlights swerving erratically. Inside, 4 intoxicated officers placed a sadistic wager. They aimed the steel frame directly at him. The impact was sickening, a dull thud and shattering glass. Alex was thrown 20 feet into a ditch, his body broken, but his mind still anchored in reality. Panicked by their crime, the officers dragged the semi-conscious man into their car. They sped toward a secluded lake house, whispering frantic lies about gaslighting the victim. They believed they could make him think the accident was a mere hallucination. In the basement, they bound Alex to a heavy oak industrial zip ties. Above them, the floorboards groaned under the weight of a chaotic party. The officers drank to forget, their muffled laughter echoing through the ceiling while hours bled into one another in the damp cold. The basement became tomb quiet. Eventually, a junior officer stumbled down the wooden stairs, seeking privacy. He froze. The chair sat in the center of the room, tilted at a sharp, unnatural angle. The heavy bindings were sliced clean, lying like dead snakes on the concrete. The room was empty. Panic rippled through the house like a cold draft. Upstairs, the camaraderie dissolved instantly into desperate accusations. They turned on one another, eyes darting toward every shadow, wondering how a broken man could simply evaporate into the night. One by one, the lights flickered and died. A silhouette moved through the kitchen, silent and methodical. The officers began to vanish into the darkness, their screams cut short by the wet, heavy thud of steel. Fear turned into a claustrophobic paranoia that choked the remaining air. They were no longer the hunters, but the prey. Every creak of the house sounded like a footstep. Every shadow seemed to have teeth. The arrogance of the whiskey had been replaced by the cold, sharp realization that something was coming for them from the dark. Finally, only the driver remained, clutching his service pistol with a shaking hand. He retreated to the basement, the site of his original sin. Desperate for a quick exit, he raised the barrel to his temple and pulled the trigger. The chamber clicked hollow. Alex had emptied the magazine hours ago. The driver stood frozen as slow, deliberate footsteps approached from behind. The night ended not with a gunshot, but with a scream that echoed across the black water, leaving only the wind